Steve, what did you think when Steph took that tumble backwards?
Well, I didn't see it at first, and then after the buzzer sounded, I saw everybody getting up to look at what was happening, and so it was scary. He told me after that, he started backpedaling, and normally he would have basically fallen back into the fans and sitting courtside, but there's nobody there, obviously. So said he sort of took that step, expecting to stop, and he just kept going and fell right on his tailbone on that that piece of metal on the sidelines that holds the stands in place. So kind of scary. He says he's going to be fine. Long term, it's going to bother him though for definitely the next few days. So no idea if he'll play in Memphis, but he seems to be feeling like he'll be okay, over the next week or so, but we'll see. And please don't take that to mean that I'm saying he's going to be out for a week. He could be practicing tomorrow for all I know, but we'll give you an update as soon as we have one.
Steve, it's Jason with Cron 4. How big was a win for you guys tonight? You were very disappointed, obviously, after that game the other night, and you told us that. And how big was it for you guys just to bounce back and get this win to start the road trip?
Yeah, it was an important game for us. We're coming off a really tough stretch of games, having lost 5 of 6. So we needed to take care of business tonight, and we did.
Steve, did Steph get x-rays?
No.
Is he going to? Are there any more tests?
I don't think there are any plans for him to.
Will James, Eric, and everyone in the protocols just stay in Houston for the next week?
I'm not exactly sure, Anthony. There's been some talk that we may be able to get people home to the Bay. Not everybody, but the players and the other people who are did not test positive but are in contact tracing. So that's the hope that we'll be able to get some people home, but I don't know for sure yet.
What did you think of Poole 23 off the bench?
Jordan was great. He's on a good run. I like his aggression. The thing that impresses me the most is just how quick his decision-making has been. There's no wasted motion. Last year, his rookie year, and even in the early part of this season, he'd catch the ball and hold it. Not much holding it now. He's catching the ball and making his move quickly, or shooting quickly. We call it 0.5 basketball, meaning 0.5 seconds before you make your move, and it's really important in this game to make a decision to dribble, pass, or shoot in that 0.5 because it keeps the game flowing. And I think Chris Weems and his staff did a great job with Jordan in Orlando, really emphasized that, and as we have all year, and I think he really felt it in Orlando, and that's carried over to his return. So all in all, when you think about Jordan's development, coming out after his sophomore year, this is his second season. We're a year and a half into his career. It's been a pretty natural progression for his development. I think these days, we all want instant gratification, but it takes players time to get comfortable in this league. And to me, he's looking very comfortable now. So it's exciting.
Steve, slightly off topic, but Monty asked you some questions before the game about the shooting. I wanted to ask you about the WNBA players and just what they've meant to taking on social injustice and just being an example. What's your thought on what they've done?
Oh man, I love what the WNBA players have done. They've really taken the lead with creativity and unity in a lot of important causes, political causes, but social injustice issues. And they've made their voices heard. As I said, they've done it very creatively and powerfully. And so I have great respect and admiration for all those women who have taken a lead role in the fight.
Thank you.
Steve, on Jordan, what did he have to do to get the license to be able to be as aggressive as he's been?
Basically, what I was just mentioning to Anthony, as long as he makes his decision quickly and either dribbles, shoots, or passes right away and doesn't mess around with the ball, then he's got the license to go. He's really capable of getting into the paint, and he's shifty, and you can see he can do some things that change the look of our team a little bit. So it's great to have a playmaker out there, somebody who makes shots and also break the defense down, and he's doing a great job.
Hey, Steve, just another question that's a little off topic. In light of the news with Sean Bradley getting in the accident, unfortunate situation, did you have a relationship with him when you guys were both in the league? And I guess your thoughts on what happened to Sean.
I knew him in passing. We played against each other. We were never teammates. And I read the news today, and it was just devastating to hear of anyone going through an injury like that and having to deal with the repercussions. I can't even imagine, how Sean and his family are feeling. Everybody with the Warriors, we've all been talking about it today. We're all, just thinking about Sean and his family and praying for him, hoping for the best. And we definitely send our love his way.
It's another triple-double night for Draymond. He was 7 of 8 as well. Knowing how much of a playmaker he is, and he's usually in double figures for the assist category, do you think he enjoys a game where he can put 16 points on the board?
Draymond was having fun out there tonight. He was on top of his game. I thought he controlled the whole game with his defense and his rebounding. And he had a really good offensive night too, knocking down a 3 and getting into the paint for some easy layups. But he was really, in my book, the player of the game.
Steve, is there any frustration level of how this situation with James, Eric, and happened? I'm
sorry, Anthony, I lost you there. Frustration level with what?
How this situation with James, Eric, and whatever happened, is there frustration with what happened?
Of course, there's frustration, but there's nobody to blame. Nobody is at fault here. These are the circumstances. This is the life we're living right now. The league has to be overly cautious in order to make sure everybody is able to stay healthy and the league is able to function. And so we fully respect the league's decision. At the same time, we're frustrated for Eric and James. But as I told you guys before the game, it's we have to take the long view here. Both Eric and James have long, great careers ahead of them, and this is going to be a short window of time, and it won't affect them. They're healthy, they're doing fine. So you got to look at the bright side.